Hello everyone, this is Jeff of TAOFLEDERMAUS. In this video we're going to demonstrate shooting really cheap crossbow bolts out of a wing shot pneumatic shotgun. Now this is entirely new to us because we're used to the good old-fashioned powder-driven shotguns. But the guys over at the Airgun Depot sent us this to try out, see what we thought. In this video we'll be using these eBay crossbow bolts. They're made out of aluminum and are 16 inches long. Ideally we should be using 22-inch bolts and probably carbon ones on top of that. But I had purchased these bolts for a future project that's going to be coming out pretty soon. But I had these on hand and they were relatively inexpensive. Now the proper bolts that actually work very well out of this air rifle are the Air Venturi air bolts, but at $100 for 6 of them, it's way out of our budget. Now the challenge we have is to reproduce some of the features like the gas seal on the air bolt and also the bushing that's on the front end, and do this all as simply and cheaply as possible, since this is not a sponsored video and we may only earn $25 to $50 on this video. To reproduce the bushing, we just wrapped it with 8 layers of electrical tape. The purpose of this is to keep the bolt centered in the barrel and to prevent metal-to-metal contact. To make the gas seal, I just used a 1/2-inch hollow punch and punched out a whole bunch of cardboard disc. Then I tacked them together using white glue. This should form a pretty tight seal and also provide a little bit of cushioning between the blast of air and the end of the bolt. To load the wing shot, we just install our homemade cardboard gas seal. We push it up as far forward as we can there. Then we load our bolt by twisting it as we insert it. Since this bolt is so short, we'll have to ramrod it in about 4 or 5 inches until it comes in contact with our cardboard gas seal.
Welcome back, TAOFLEDER folks. Jeff and Officer Greg back out here with you. Hey, today we are shooting a non-firearm. This is an air gun sent by Airgun Depot. They contacted Jeff and asked if we would test out for them the, what is this called? The wing shot shotgun. It's an air shotgun powered by compressed air. It shoots all kinds of different things. We're going to show you some of those things today. This is imported from Korea into Cleveland, Ohio, and then sent up here by Air Venturi. That's the name of the company that makes this thing. So we're going to shoot some shot shells out of them. We're also going to shoot some Walking Dead approved bolts out of these that Jeff built up for you. And we're going to see how it goes. We got a variety of different targets here. Let's see how it goes.
All right.
I'm going to aim at the pink version of Hal Ketchum downrange.
I don't know who Hal Ketchum is, except unless he's the guy that wrote the Dennis the Menace?
I think he invented a tasty tomato sauce.
Okay. Okay, I am ready. He has not taken any practice shots with this, so we don't know where it's going to go.
Right.
Okay, well, this gives us an idea. How far is that, 10 yards?
That's, yeah, about 10 yards.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Wow. Wow. I got a blast of air back in my face that felt like...
Really?
Yeah, just it went right over that.
It's still kind of loud. That's why he's wearing a hearing protection. I watched several other videos where they were shooting the air bolts out of this same wing shot pneumatic shotgun, and they were getting about 450 feet per second over a chronograph. These lighter bolts that we're shooting, they may have been hitting 500 feet per second. Look at those fletchings flapping in the wind. And it looks like my no-budget cardboard gas seals held up pretty well. I kind of expected them to get blown into pieces.
So Kevlar is designed to stop handgun rounds and sometimes rifle rounds because of the way a bullet hits it, like a catcher's mitt. It catches it and slows the bullet down, as you've seen a million times here on the TAOFLEDERMAUS channel. However, this bolt shot right through that stuff. It is pointed and essentially separates those fibers and flies right through, right into Doug.
The point of aim was low because you were aiming at that.
Aiming
at least
here.
The left to right was good.
Let's see what we got here. There's the outside of Doug's vest.
So it gives us a good idea where these things are shooting.
Can you see up in there? Right,
Yeah.
right through his vest into his hairy belly.
Yep. Wow.
So fortunately, this is not a broadhead. We ought to be able to pull this out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Walking Dead style. Sure we can. Oh, gee.
It pushed the electrical tape back, which kind of surprised me. That's a lot of energy. Wow, look at that.
Doug's gonna fall over. Doug's feeling this one in his gut. Here it comes.
Gosh.
We're free of the body now. That Kevlar vest just grabbed onto this thing though.
Yeah, I thought it would slide out easily. There you go. Oh, a little bit bent on the end.
A little bit of a bend to it.
And the tape was shoved. I don't know how that's amazing because that's electrical tape.
I'll tell you what, I can't even push it back into place.
Right, right.
That
It's
was a lot of
sticky.
force.
Yeah.
Wow, so that is impressive.
Yeah, very good.
Next we'll shoot a broadhead. You'll note that we made a critical mistake here. We didn't slide the bushing, the tape part, in the barrel. And we'll see what effect that has.
All right, here we go, blue dot.
Oh, I shot really low.
Did it?
Yeah, it just kind of. So maybe
Is that it out there in the wall?
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
If we're not doing something wrong, we're doing something wrong. But we learn from our mistakes. And we can see why it's so important to keep the bolt centered in that barrel now.
So folks, we missed the water jug. However, downrange we find this stuck into the wooden wall with two bent broadhead blades, and look up here. One flicked up here and stuck in that.
It's stuck bad. We're gonna just have to unscrew that.
This is really in there.
Yeah.
We're just gonna take it off and leave it here for posterity.
Wow. Even that loose one is. I can't pull it out with my
Oh
hand.
man, you wouldn't want that thing hitting you in the shins, that's for sure.
Yep. Okay, we're rolling. Field point.
We'll point at the blue label again.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Right. It shot real low.
Stuck in the block.
Maybe we ought to charge it back up.
You get about 4 shots per charge on this gun. So each time you shoot, the point of impact drops a little bit because you have less pressure.
Probably put pliers on this.
Thing's buried pretty good.
Yes, it is.
I'll have to cut it off with a hacksaw or something. It's probably bent anyway, so that one shot a little low. We'll charge it back up, the gun, and see if we can bring it up. So far, they're all dropping. That's only 10 yards, so okay. Let's show you. Underneath that is a fitting, quick connect fitting.
Also called a nipple. Right. Put that on there just like a pneumatic air gun.
Yeah, pretty much. Keep screwing and screwing and screwing.
Keep going.
Yeah, until you hear air. There we go. Got a little leak here.
You see any change down here? Oh yeah. It's climbing. When it gets into the red, we go into nuclear meltdown, and this whole range explodes.
DEFCON 1. That's probably it.
This thing's
Go ahead and shut it off. I guess it's about as full as it's going to get.
leaking like. Okay, so we got a mechanical broadhead this time that is going to open up when it gets out there. These little scissor blades open up like this, and hopefully lock into our target.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Hey, you don't get much for a Chinese broadhead on
On eBay.
eBay. Yeah.
And then downrange, we've got one of the Walking Dead zombies waiting for us.
Oh yeah. I hope you can hit it before you attack.
All right, here we go in the forehead, hopefully.
Wow. Wow.
Once the gun was recharged, we had more power, a lot less drop, and the results were better, except in this shot where the fletching actually was very damaged and actually threw off the aim a little bit. Still pretty impressive, and that mechanical broadhead actually opened up on impact.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, folks. So it hit our zombie right here in the cheek, which caused the arrow, of course, to glance off to the right, and it hit this wall at a complete angle. Bent the arrow. You can see the Chinese mechanical broadhead did its job. It popped open. Had that been a deer or a zombie or something, you know, it'd be tough to get out of there carving up a bunch of meat. But that thing is bent, and it is burrowed in there deep. I don't think we're going to get it out of there, just like that last one.
Yeah. Darn it. I got the ballistic jelly. Whenever you're ready. Wow. I think it went right through the center.
Yeah, and did you hear that thump down there?
Now the bolt in this shot was flying really wonky, but luckily Greg's Jedi mind powers helped control it and keep it aimed towards the ballistic gel. Now the mechanical broadhead prematurely opened up, but it's actually kind of cool looking. You can see how much damage that thing does to that gel. Just slices it open like a giant knife.
Okay.
Look at that gash.
Wow.
No comments, gentlemen. Slice right through there and out the back.
Oh man,
And
that thing would be bleeding out right now.
What's kind of cool is you can tell the exact wingspan of those little mechanical blades.
Yeah.
And if you can see right here in the center, there is actually a little bit of disruption from where the shaft went in there. Easy.
Not bad. Hey, get out. No finger.
And we managed not to damage Danny's Dodger plant stand. All right, folks, along with the wing shot comes some shot positories. I'll let you figure out.
They're not. Where are you supposed to insert that?
I don't know.
No, it's the same place, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Where was your mind? I dropped that one on the
Okay,
ground,
those. I think they have like ½ ounce of shot in them, in a little plastic
All right.
container.
We're gonna give it a. We're gonna cock the dang thing.
The turbo mode.
We're a little low on air pressure, but we're gonna put a face shot on our bad guy right there and see what this would do.
Yeah, I think we lost a lot of the air from the air leak, unfortunately, because that faulty fitting they included.
Yep. Let's ear up and see what these do.
Yep. They might, you know,
I stepped
you
on
kind of have to wear hearing protection with this thing still. It's
They
still
are pretty
kind of
loud.
loud.
They are pretty loud. And definitely eye protection.
Yes.
Eye protection's a must. We've had some things fly back at us, and every single time you shoot this gun, you're getting a blast of wind back here in your face. So we don't know what that wind brings with it. Always wear eyes, always wear ears.
Yep. All right. How far away are you?
Well, good Lord, I think I'm about 8 or 9 feet away now.
Okay.
Maybe 10 feet.
All right.
You
Let's
ready?
yeah, let's go for it.
Here we go.
Wow.
Wow, come on up and take a look. So it did a number on him. Our plastic casing blasted right through there. Gave him a little blast of pepper in the eyes, so it would be good for a bird at 10 feet, 12 feet, if you can get that close to a bird.
Home defense.
However, yes, TAOFLEDER folks, not for home defense. Remember, if you've got reason to use deadly force, and this still would be considered deadly force in most places in the United States, if you've got reason to use deadly force, you do not want to just pepper someone in the face. Our job is not to sting them and make them go ouch. Our job is to stop the threat. So, not good for home defense.
The plastic case on the shot shell is broken when it passes through the choke of the shotgun, causing the shot to actually spread a little bit.
Okay, we're back about 6 yards away. Okay, I'm ready.
Now to be fair, the air pressure was getting a little low on the shotgun, so this isn't the best representation of the power of these shot shells or anything like that. So this gives you an idea how they work though.
Slick's pool hall, we hit it, and actually look at this. It embedded the t-shirt into the cardboard.
Wow. And here was some authority.
Take a look under here real quick. Maybe. There's a little shot pattern there.
Okay.
And then if you come around the back, you can actually see where the t-shirt kind of caught these things like a little catcher's mitt and probably sprinkled them on the ground.
Okay, we got 2 coconuts at what, 20, 15 feet
15 feet-ish.
with mechanical broadhead. I'm ready. Excellent.
Oh, I got a hit on the lower one.
If I were to guess, I think York's Brave would approve. There's no doubt that the wing shot hurls these bolts at a very impressive velocity. Had we used 22-inch bolts, I think we would have had better, more consistent results. When we were using the broadheads, we were not able to slide the bolt completely in up against our gas seal, so that when we shot it, that gas seal would slam against that bolt in the barrel and cause a lot of damage to the end of the bolt.
All right, so look at the damage this thing does at the rear here, pushing that down the bore. That's crazy.
A lot of pressure.
However, we kept all of our feathers, and I was aiming for this top coconut, of course, but everything's been flying low. So, of course, we hit the bottom coconut, cracked it open. It's been
You called that one right, you know?
leaking its coconut juice all over the place. And now we got a righteous
No.
Katy Perry thing going on here. What? However,
Okay, now it's stuck in our magazine.
along with
Look at that cut. Look at the cut.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Mechanical broadhead blades made perfect little razor cuts there as it went in.
Wow, that's nasty. Our magazine stack bled out.
Look at that. Look at the slices inside.
You might
though.
have to, I don't know if you, I don't think you can push it out the other way. There, oh, there you go. Oh, it's in perfect shape.
Just like you always see on Walking Dead there.
Wow.
Bent the shaft again. It's never good to have a bent shaft when shooting arrows. But look at this. I mean, as it made those slices, it just sliced them perfectly like a little razor
Yeah,
blade.
it actually worked. eBay mechanical broadheads for you.
Yeah, and you got these stack of magazines off eBay too, right?
I got them from wetmagazine.com, our latest sponsor.
Kids, if you Google wetmagazine.com, you're likely to come up with something different.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and watching a couple noobs messing around with an air gun. That's something we normally don't shoot, but we still had a lot of fun with it.